All right, I'm here with Erica Rocky, Assistant Director of Admissions at the University of St. Francis. Erica, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so the first question, I guess we'll just start off by talking about the University of St. Francis, kind of where it is, how many students, just any pertinent information, and why a student should consider going to college there.
Awesome. Yeah, so we are located in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We have about 1,800 students, so we're on the smaller side. We actually started as a nursing school, so healthcare is where our foundation is, but we've expanded to a liberal arts university with over 60 programs. So business to education, creative arts, social sciences, really anything in there our students can find a program of interest. I would encourage students to come to St. Francis for the small community feel. Our students really value having professors that care about them as people, not just students, and having classmates that become friends and colleagues down the road.
Yeah, it's got a great programs there with the nursing and education. I know that for sure. So,
Yes.
with what does St. Francis look for in potential students? Just what kind of students do you target?
Yeah, good question. So, like I said, we are smaller, so we target students that want a smaller community and will thrive in a smaller community. We are a Catholic school, but we don't require students to be Catholic. So we more look for students that have what we call Franciscan values. So caring for the world around us, caring for the common man and other people, wanting to serve each other. We also look for students that want to get out of their comfort zone, try new things, and just experience 4 years of personal and educational growth.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then as far as like the requirements to get into St. Francis, what are some of the requirements to get accepted there?
Yeah, so we require a minimum 2.3 GPA for base acceptance. We're test optional, so students don't need to submit a test score, except for a couple programs. So primarily healthcare programs like our nursing program, our rad tech program, surge tech. Those are going to require a test score, as well as potentially an essay, some letters of recommendation, that kind of thing. But for just general acceptance, we look for a 2.3 GPA.
Okay. And then you talked about the nursing program
Yeah.
and the different requirements to get in there. What are some other schools that you guys are known for or that you think need highlighted? And
Mm.
what are are there different requirements to get into those schools?
Yeah. So we obviously, yeah, you mentioned the nursing program. All of our healthcare programs, for the most part, do have additional requirements, mostly just a test score requirement. Um, Outside of healthcare, we're also known for our education program, our elementary ed program specifically. We do not require any additional test scores or anything for that program. Um, the nice thing about that program is we get students in the classroom starting their freshman year. And by the time they graduate, they'll have over 400 hours of time in the classroom. So instead of having to wait till your senior year to do student teaching, you get observations starting your freshman year.
Right. Get thrown right in there, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Sink or swim.
I gotcha.
And then another program that's just unique to us is our music tech program. We work with Sweetwater Sound here in Fort Wayne, which is um, a massive instrument and just production supplier. So students that want to do work in the music field, whether it be producing on the back end or actually playing instruments, that's another program to highlight. No additional requirements there, but that is one that we're uniquely known for.
Yeah, that sounds very cool. Is that now is do you have like an agreement with that company where they can go and work there, or how's that kind of work?
So we don't. We do have a lot of students that end up at Sweetwater. No, um, like
No necessary
no
like
necessary.
yeah.
Yeah, you're not. It's not a guarantee, but we do have a lot of students end up there. Sweetwater completely provided all of our equipment, so it's all state of the art equipment there. Same for our animation studio. We have a lot of students that end up out in Burbank, California, doing animation work. Actually, one of our graduates created Olaf in the Frozen movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's something we're pretty proud of.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
My daughter would definitely love that too.
Yes.
And then lastly, just with the cost to attend, what's the cost to attend there, and what kind of financial aid do you have for students coming there?
Yeah, great question. Cost is definitely a factor. Tuition is $32,000. Room and board is an additional 10. So total, you're looking at about 42,000. So we try and offset that with scholarships. We offer scholarships based on a student's GPA between $15,000 to $20,000, and that renews annually. So if you qualify for $20,000, that's locked in. You get that every year for 4 years. So that's every student that's accepted, regardless of when, they automatically receive $15,000 to $20,000 a year. And in addition to that, we have some additional scholarships. One to point out, the Pay It Forward Scholarship is a full tuition scholarship competition that we host every year. So that's one that every fall I encourage students to apply for.
And what's that entail?
Yeah, so they have to write an essay about community service that they've done, and then we bring them on campus for an interview as well.
Okay, all right. And then last, just anything else that you think you missed, like coming to St. Francis. What did we miss in this interview? Anything you can add?
Yeah, I would just encourage. I mean, I would encourage students, if you know you like a smaller community, or you want to give it a try, we'd encourage you to come on campus for a visit. You can look at a website all you want, but until you're on a campus, you don't really get the true feel for it. So I would encourage students to come for a visit. We offer them during the week and weekends as well. And I would also add that being located in Fort Wayne, it's a nice city because we have all the amenities that you need, but it's small enough that you're not going to feel like you're in a big city. So yeah, I'd encourage students to come visit us and just learn more.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Erica. Erica Rocky, Assistant Director of Admissions at University of St. Francis.
Thank you so much.